Have you ever faced a day where it feels like the entire universe is conspiring against you? Maybe it was a day filled with unexpected misfortunes, a job loss, a relationship falling apart, or simply a major setback that seemed to overturn your life's progress. In moments like these, it's easy to get swept away by a swell of emotions, doubting your path and feeling at odds with the world. Yet, imagine if instead of resisting these challenges, you embrace them fully, accepting each ordeal, not with resignation, but with a profound sense of love and appreciation. This might sound like an impossible feat, but it's at the heart of a powerful Stoic principle known as Amor Fati, which translates to love your fate. This mindset invites us to welcome whatever life throws our way as an essential part of our journey. Today, we're going to explore how this philosophy can transform adversity into an opportunity for growth and meaning. To truly understand Amor Fati, let's delve into the life of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers. Considered the last of the 5 good emperors, his reign was not without tribulations. He faced the Antonine Plague, a devastating epidemic that swept through the Roman Empire, claiming the lives of millions, including close family members and several of his children. Imagine the heartache of a father losing not just one, but multiple children to such an unrelenting plague. The pain would have been insurmountable for most, but Marcus, through his Stoic discipline, found a way to navigate his suffering. Instead of succumbing to despair or bitterness, he turned to his Stoic practices, using them to find meaning in his grief. In his personal writings, which would later be known as Meditations, Marcus reflected on the nature of life and fate, grounding himself in the belief that everything that happens is a necessary part of the universal order. For Marcus, his losses were not just random misfortunes, but rather integral to the unfolding of his life, presenting him with lessons that strengthened his character and resolve. His story exemplifies an unwavering acceptance of reality, one that transforms the formidable into the formidable. At the core of Amor Fati is the idea that we should not merely accept whatever happens but truly love it, rejoicing in its inevitability. This is no simple task. It requires a fundamental shift in perspective, one that sees every event, no matter how challenging, as a vital thread in the fabric of our existence. This perspective is rooted in the Stoic understanding of nature and fate. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius, believed in a rational universe governed by a natural order. In this view, every event is interconnected and purposeful, even if its purpose is not immediately clear to us. To practice Amor Fati means to align oneself with this natural order, embracing every aspect of life without protest. It's an approach that requires us to surrender our illusions of control and instead trust in the wisdom of the cosmos. Consider how this can apply to modern-day setbacks. Take, for example, the loss of a job. At first glance, it seems like an unmitigated disaster. However, through the lens of Amor Fati, such a loss is not only to be accepted, but to be cherished. It might be the catalyst needed to explore new passions, develop new skills, or even start a path that leads to personal and professional fulfillment that you never could have imagined. Similarly, when dealing with the end of a relationship, Amor Fati encourages us to view the experience not as a failure, but as an opportunity to grow emotionally, to learn about our own needs and desires, and to emerge stronger and more self-aware. This philosophical outlook shifts the narrative from one of victimhood to one of agency, where we see every experience as beneficial, even when it's painful. The Stoic acceptance is not apathy or resignation, but an active engagement with life as it is. Marcus Aurelius believed that our response to what happens is under our control, even if the events themselves are not. Amor Fati embodies this belief, teaching us to face life with courage and resilience. Now, the question you're probably asking, how do you actually live by this principle in your daily life? How do you move from understanding Amor Fati to embodying it? Here's the thing. Incorporating this Stoic wisdom into your routine begins with small, deliberate steps. Let's explore a few practical techniques. First, practice mindful acceptance. Whenever faced with an unexpected event, pause before reacting. Take a step back and observe the situation without immediately judging it as good or bad. Imagine yourself waking up to the news of a major setback. Instead of spiraling into negative thinking, Use this as an opportunity to practice mindful acceptance. Take a deep breath, acknowledge the situation, and remind yourself that this moment is a part of a greater tapestry. This practice helps in curbing impulsive reactions and instead cultivates a space where you can choose a thoughtful response. Another technique is reframing. This involves consciously changing the narrative you tell yourself about an event. Suppose you're facing criticism at work. Instead of viewing it as a personal attack, reframe it as a chance to improve and develop new skills. Reframing helps in altering your perception, allowing you to see the potential positives in every situation. It transforms obstacles into stepping stones for personal growth and improvement. Journaling can also be an effective tool for embracing Amor Fati. By writing down your daily experiences, frustrations, and triumphs, you create a space to reflect on how you perceive your life events. Consider setting aside a few minutes each day to journal about what happened, how it made you feel, and what you learned from it. Over time, you may begin to notice patterns in how you respond to life and gradually shift your mindset towards one of acceptance and appreciation. Journaling not only provides clarity, but also deepens your understanding of how events contribute to your personal journey. Next, cultivate gratitude, a staple in Stoic practice. Make it a habit to reflect on the things you are thankful for, even amid challenges. This could be as simple as appreciating the lesson learned from a misstep or the strength gained from overcoming a difficulty. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, fostering a more positive outlook that aligns with the spirit of Amor Fati. Lastly, visualize embracing your fate. Start each day by imagining yourself welcoming every unfolding event with open arms, much like a dance with the universe. Visualize how you would respond to setbacks with grace and poise, seeing them not as roadblocks, but as essential steps in your life's journey. This mental exercise prepares you to handle real-life situations with resilience and acceptance. All of these practices are about creating a mindset that looks at fate as a collaborator rather than an adversary. In a world where uncertainty often breeds anxiety and fear, Amor Fati offers a path to liberation. It is an invitation to live fully and freely, recognizing that every moment is both a gift and a teacher. So what can you expect by adopting Amor Fati? Imagine a life where instead of resisting or wishing things were different, you find peace in what is. This practice doesn't eliminate difficulties, but it transforms how you experience them. It builds a foundation of inner strength and tranquility that remains unshaken by external circumstances. In conclusion, Amor Fati is more than just a philosophical concept. It is a transformative way of living that empowers you to navigate life's complexities with equanimity. By loving your fate, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, finding joy and meaning in every experience. Embrace this principle and allow it to guide you, turning adversities into opportunities. Let it inspire a profound acceptance that encourages you to live passionately and fearlessly, knowing that every step of your journey is exactly where you're meant to be. May you find the courage to welcome your fate with open arms and a full heart.